I'm recording this on my phone because it makes a very clear point, which is for you to observe the angle that I'm talking to you at. And this is an angle that you often see in teaching and training from teachers who are placing their laptop in an angle to their own body and face where they're looking down at people. And this is quite easy to do with a mobile phone, so I just thought I'd use this. I'm talking to you as I'm sitting, and I have my digital device collecting this video so that I'm looking down into it. Now that often happens with a high chair and a laptop, and the desk might be lower, and so you're talking to people, but essentially this looks like a version of standing over somebody who's cowering down or even lying on the floor as you lean over them. It creates a gesture of status, it creates a gesture of superiority, and if actually you're a very nice person and the people know you, it jars. It's a kind of friction. It doesn't join up with the person that they know and the gesture of presenting that's happening as you kind of look down at people. And it's very easy to forget this is happening. You may well have set up your digital space. It may be just the only furniture you have, but it means that you're stuck in this angle of presentation. And how do you deal with that? It may well simply be that you need a few big books which start to bring the screen and the laptop up so that you're talking to people as if you're on the same level as them. And now the status is more equal, the status is gentler, and it suggests that you're inviting people to listen to you, that you respect them. And as soon as, again, we take this angle back down, and so you can even see the ceiling and I'm leaning over you. It's like something out of a fairy tale with a giant staring down at poor little Jack in Jack and the Beanstalk, talking down. This is the angle of superiority. This is the angle of master to servant, even if it's not intended. And just coming back here again, there's something gentler, friendlier, more respectful about this. So one of the things you might want to experiment with, particularly if you're looking at a more equal engagement with your students or people that are learning from you or listening to you, you're wanting to generate discussion or questions, is to assume a position that is more horizontal rather than vertical. We shouldn't really be seeing the ceiling at that angle at all. What we should be doing is seeing perhaps if there's anything, there's a wall behind you that's similar to the wall behind the people that are listening to you. There are other gestures and of course angles of presentation, but this is the simplest one, and it's one of the biggest, I wouldn't say mistakes, although you could look back on that's one of the reasons why your training and teaching and learning is feeling a little bit unengaged. It's simply a gesture that is a bit dysfunctional. So keep it horizontal, keep it equal, and you might just find that the conversation increases in energy.